guys, this is this week's video tag and the theme is vacation or holiday. I usually say holiday. And let's start with the questions. And the first one is, what was your favorite vacation you have ever been on? And that has to be one of the trips me and my parents and my sister did when me and my sister were kids. On the other trip, I think I was 8 or 9, and the other one I was 10 or 11. And my parents had a caravan and they took that, put it behind the car, and we drove through Sweden and Denmark to Germany. Most of the time we actually spent in Germany, especially in the Mosel Valley. But sometimes we would go to Belgium and Luxembourg and even Disneyland Paris or Legoland or something like that. So those have to be one of the best trips I've ever been to, because the whole family was together and 2 or 3 weeks we spent with each other. And me and my sister, because we're so close to each other in age, we always had like a friend with us to play and fight. But and we traveled from place to place, so we weren't just staying in a hotel and seeing the same scenery every day. So those trips were fun. And second question is, have you had any disastrous, embarrassing vacation experiences? I can't think of any. I actually tried. I've never lost anything. Nothing has ever been stolen from me. I've never broken anything. I've never injured or gotten sick on a vacation. And no, I can't think of any, except that I've gotten bad sunburns, but I know to expect that if I go to Greece or somewhere, that I will get burned no matter what. But that's the worst thing that's happened to me. And number 3, describe your ultimate dream vacation. I don't really have dream vacations. I like to go to different countries, especially the cities, and do roam around, probably shop, and see the culturally significant places. And I really like London and Berlin, and I even like Paris. I try to pronounce it either the English way or the French way, and it goes somewhere in the middle. But I would like to visit 3 places. One is Japan, probably for the culture and the whole island. The scenery and everything in land nature is different from where I live. The second one is Iceland. We have friends there, and it would not actually be even hard to go there. We've had tour guides and probably a place to stay in. But the flights are quite expensive there, and the country is quite expensive. And then there is Alaska. I don't know why. I don't want to see more snow. We have, minus the hills and the mountains, we pretty much have similar kind of nature, especially in Lapland. But I don't know, something intrigues me about Alaska. I would definitely go there in summer or autumn, not in winter, because I don't want more snow. I'm really not a winter person at all. And then number 4, what makeup or beauty products do you have to take with you on a holiday? This answer will take the longest to go through. Let's start with the most important, especially in summer. Sunscreen. These are both for faces. Of course, I have separate for my rest of the body. And this La Roche-Posay's Antilles AC in SPF 30. This is what I use on my whole face. This is for oily to acne-prone skin. And this is why I took the SPF 30 and not SPF 50, because the SPF 50 is only the combination skin. So I don't want it to clog my pores or make it more oily, because I have the Eucerin SPF 50 and I use this on a high point of my face. And this is really thick and quite oily. Even though it says mattifying, it really doesn't mattify your face. And the cap's broken, which is quite sucky since everything's now icky. And for my face, if my skin would be in perfect condition, I would not have to use any foundation or anything. I would only use this one. This is Lumina Beauty Base in mattifying and retexturing primer. And it's for oily to combination skin, and it's against shine. And it really does mattify my face, and it does make it look more even. But since I have spots and because of the freckles, my face actually looks like really uneven, so I had to use something. Now I have like real foundation, but in summertime I like to use light as I can get it. Usually I've mixed foundation with lotions, but we got this at L'Oreal event. This is the Nude Magique BB cream. And actually I think it's more like, it's sort of mixed between BB cream and a tinted moisturizer. When you take this out, it looks grey with brown spots. When you rub it against the skin, it turns to the right colour. So it's not like greyish on skin like I've heard some BB creams can be, but since I don't have any, I can't really compare. And I like anything that makes my face matte. So this is the Evil Shades the Shine Killer, and it works wonders. It does make my face matte, and even though it's white, it doesn't make it look white. And for my rest of the face, I do use bronzer, but I use bronzer as a contour more than as a actual bronzer. And this is the Soft Sand by MAC from the Hey Sailor collection, and I really like it. It's probably the lightest bronzer they have, and it works for me as a contour. But if I would tan, I am now a bit darker than I'm in winter, and my freckles have come out, so I could use that as a light. I could use it as a blush, and I could probably use it as a powder if I just dust it quickly all over and not make my face. It's not orange. It doesn't make you look orange at all. And then I would, of course, to any holiday I would have to have eyeshadows with me, and I usually like to take only one palette with me, so I don't have to carry too much stuff. And I like this Wet n Wild Vanity palette because it has the matte ones and it has the shimmery ones, and it's neutral colors, but you can make it dramatic if you want, so it's not just gold or something. And of course the mascara has to be waterproof. I use this daily anyway, because especially in summer I sweat so much under the eyes. It's annoying. Or if it would be a bit colder country, I could take this Now Sensai, this Steel Gun Apple 38 degree mascara. I think I bought this in Athens like 5 years ago. Yeah, it's probably old. And I remember when I was in Athens, it actually started to melt on me because of the sweat, and it was over 30 degrees outside, so it just couldn't take my skin and the heat. So now I've not used it. That's why I've not used it, especially in summer, because I'm afraid that I will still get the spots under my eyes. But it's easy to remove. You only need warm water to remove it. And the last one is for my hair, since I don't like to wash my hair too often because the red dye leaves easily. So I use the dry shampoos, and these I like the Batiste ones, and this smell is fantastic. It's coconut and exotic. So it's great. I can smell it. Yeah, coconut. If you don't like coconut, you probably don't like that one. And then there's the one last question, and number 5, did you take any school-sponsored trips when you were a kid? The only trips we had when I was a kid was inside Finland, and pretty much inside the southern Finland. I'm from the southwest coast, and now I'm living on the south coast, near the capital. So pretty much the capital was the furthest we could go. We could go to the islands next to my hometown or something, but the amusement park here would pretty much be the furthest we could go. But the first actually trip abroad with school that I took was in business college, and we went to Tilburg, Holland, to another business college, and we were there I think 3-4 days. So we had presentations, and we talked with the students, and we got to see how their school works, since the education system is different from Finland.